hate this out of love. You wanna put on who just pull up, destroy it out trust. Created the space to build with our love.
Hey, what's up, man? This is your girl, Maddie from AKM Publishing. We got an exclusive interview today with Polie Da Great right here. We're straight from the south side of Chicago. So, we had just told y'all in our last issue that, you seen the event, how live it was, his album release party. So tell our readers about you. Where are you from?
Okay, I am Polie Da Great. I'm an independent artist. I was born and raised on the east side of Chicago. A lot of people might not think it's a such thing as the east side, but it really is. Don't let them fool y'all. Great. Just came up loving music. That's really what it's all about for me. I love music. I've always been into music. I was a late bloomer with the rapping. I started probably like 22. Started rapping at like 22, but it was I just fell in love with it more than anything, like, in my life. Like, I ain't never had a woman even make me feel how music made me feel. So,
okay, you say you're from Chicago. What do you like the most about Chicago?
I don't know. I feel like when I travel, it make me appreciate home more, because it's like we loved everywhere, right? I think our food is amazing here.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Our food is top tier.
There's like nothing like summers in Chicago, for sure.
I think we have some of the best and most used lingo here.
Oh, yes.
A lot of states use our lingo. A lot of things that we have made popular as far as lingo go has been taken and used in a different way, a format in other states. But I mean, it's a lot of things to love about the place. I think our skyline is one of the best around. I've seen a lot of skylines, so I love it here.
I agree.
Minus the BS, it's great.
I agree. Chicago's a great city, It's got a beautiful scene, Like I said, I always say it's nothing like summers in Chicago, for sure. The food is great, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to any restaurant and, like, different types of foods, you find a lot of different types of restaurants here, so.
That's a fact.
So, okay, now, I've talked to a lot of people all over, and when I mention Chicago, people think, drill music. So will you say your music falls within the drill music?
Not at all. And it's so sad that that's the stigma, or what we got placed on our heads. But I was in Atlanta for the DJ Coalition DJs 15-year anniversary, and I met some DJs from Connecticut, and they asked me where I was from. And the moment I said I was from Chicago, they immediately was like, "So what, you do drill?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm so far from drill, it's gonna blow your mind." And he like, "Yeah, I like to see it." Right. So I was like, "Look, I'm gonna sing every one of y'all that stand right here one song, and I'm gonna sing all y'all the same song. I'm not gonna sing y'all 3-4 records. I'm about to sing everybody right here one song, and I'm gonna show you how far away from drill I am." And immediately, maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, he was inboxing me like, "Oh man, we gotta set up an interview. We gotta set up an interview. You really spitting." Like, I take pride in being a lyricist. Like, it's real. So.
Yeah, and I agree with you that it's sad, because when people tell me that, I'm like, well, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in Chicago. It's just not drill music, you know what I'm saying? It's not all about that, people hear Chicago, they get scared, so it's like, nah, it's not even about that,
Yeah.
And so how did you get involved in the music industry?
Just really, I started doing a lot of open mics first, right? It's with music and growing things organically here, you gotta be outside, right? So I really was outside like Monday to Saturday almost. I was doing an open mic at each and every part of the city. I would do one on 83rd and Cottage, then I would go do one on Sibley, then I would go do one on Exchange. Like, we would literally go anywhere to showcase the music and to meet people who were also about the same things. I've literally met some of my 15-year homies at an open mic. Wow. Like, open mic, seriously. And we like, "Oh man, bro, you here by yourself?" And he like, "Yeah, me too." And it was just like, we just locked in. So just networking, really, going to different events, linking up with the right people. In Chicago is so big, but it's small. So it's like, I can meet you today, and the next time I see you, you'll be with one of the guys I've been knowing for 15, 20 years already. Right. And we knew a lot of the same mutual people. So it was an easier transition once I started going outside. Yeah.
And I do be seeing that too in Chicago, where a lot of people say that, there's a lot of favoritism that goes on in Chicago and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So But I think, like you mentioned, it's important to network with people, and that's how you get to know and move around the movie music industry here in Chicago. But so what inspires you to do a track?
I don't go to therapy, right? And music, I learned after really getting serious about it that music was my therapy. So for me, I go to the studio just to get a lot of things off my chest that I probably wouldn't normally want to talk about on a day to day. So it's the release is what gets me excited about going to make a track. Or I might come up with a dope hook and one of my producers just so happened to send me a beat that day. So it's really all about inspiration and like how I feel. I'm not a go to the studio every day type of guy because I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I might go to the studio 2-3 times a week, but I might do 5 or 6 songs in those sessions. So it's like I'm knocking out a nice bulk of work when I do go. That way I have time to go do other stuff like shoot content, tend to the kids, take care of other issues, So, but yeah, just the creative process is what I love about doing music. Yeah.
So do you write or do you freestyle?
I stopped writing probably like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I sit down and I just punch. Like, yeah, it's freestyle, but all of it's really freestyle. Even writing is freestyle because it's coming here, you writing there, right? But yeah, I don't do paper anymore. I like to just sit down and go to it.
So when you're in the zone, you can throw down and get in the flow and stuff like that, right?
For sure.
Okay, that's what's up. So who have you collaborated with recently?
So we do a lot of in-house collaborations. I have a great artist as a brother. He's also an engineer. He literally does a little bit of everything. His name is Katie Youngcocky. I know you're familiar with Katie. Me and Katie got a lot of music together. I've recently reached out to a few artists from Chicago that I respect mutually. Like Fly Pirate Skins, I'm trying to get some music with him. Me and Young TT been talking about getting some work done.
Okay.
But a lot of the collaborations right now are in-house with like Musical Genius and like Ugly Records, like the guys who we all working on. We trying to build our artists up as well. So a lot of the collaborations are in-house. We got like Doughboy the Boss, Loyalty, 223. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of artists that I'm working with, but we all under the same umbrella to a degree.
So, I know you recently released your album, Who the Fuck Can't Rap, right? Album.
Yes,
and why? So how did that come out? Like, how did you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that theme come out? I guess
Man, so it's like again, I probably dress like this on at least 4 or 5 days out the week, right? I be outside, right? So people always be running up on me, like, what you do, bro? What you do? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm rapping. Like, man, you ain't no rapper, bro. You can't rap. Who the fuck you talking to, bro? Like, so it started off as a joke, and I would catch myself saying it a lot. And ad libs, like I'd be doing songs and I'd be ad libbing. Like once the song would go off, I'd be like, who the fuck can't rap? It's like a shit talking mechanism, right? And then I realized that's what I want to call my album. I'm like, no, we're gonna name the album this and really stand on it. Like each song you gonna listen to it, oh no, he can rap. We're not gonna say that thing.
Right.
So it just came from a fun place.
Okay, I was wondering when I was like, okay, I don't know how that came out.
My mom keep asking me, she's like, did somebody say that to you? Yeah, did somebody tell you can't rap? I'm like, not necessarily, but I felt like they were saying that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a good statement right there.
Yeah.
So what projects or events do you have coming up?
So we just recently did the sold out event for the album release party, which I've been selling on my website right now, but it will drop on all DSPs on the 31st of this month. I also have a showcase in St. Louis next week on the same day the album drops on all DSPs.
In St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm doing a show in St. Louis on the 31st.
Wait, April or March 31st?
Next
Friday?
Week, yeah.
Okay.
Next Friday, we're going to be in St. Louis doing a showcase there. Then when I come back here, I'm setting up... so you ever seen like the Tiny Desk concerts where they have like the little band in the background so I'm trying to set me up something like that because I really want to do a performance with a live band. Okay. But I don't want to make it a showcase. I want to like do it like this, record it, and us just really get down and then release it as some content. So I'm really just working on stockpiling my content right now to just do a real strong run and campaign of getting in these people's faces.
Okay, that's what's up. So I hope AKM's invited to that.
You know, y'all invited to everything.
You know we're gonna pull up and show
I
out.
literally haven't. Anything I had, I invited you to, and you made
Yeah,
it. So
for
y'all,
real,
we
man.
super locked.
You know, AK and I appreciate that. You
We
know,
appreciate you and AK, man. For
so,
sure.
you know, I know. So, if you could give advice to a younger version of yourself, knowing what you know now, what advice would that be?
Man, listen to your people when they told you don't mess up your credit.
Right.
That'd be the first thing I tell my man, bro. When they said don't sign it, don't sign it, right? But also take things more serious, right? And don't believe that time always on our side, because it's not. You're gonna look up and 5 or 6 years been past you by, you still having the same conversation. So be more mindful of your time and make the most of it, because it's never on our side. I literally got here at 6:23, right? And I'm like, damn, I got 7 minutes before they get here. Like pushing the clock because I'm doing this, doing that, doing this, you know? So just be mindful of your time, respect your time, and use it wisely. That's what I would tell my younger self.
That's what's up. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Hopefully out of here, right? Hopefully, I'm not saying like out of Chicago, but just hopefully at an arena with 50,000 people knowing the words to all these songs that we putting so much time and faith and energy in, you know? So I feel like if we continue to go down the path that we're going down and stand on it, you know, and don't let our integrity be jeopardized along the way, I feel like in 5 years we could, if not the best, we could be in top 5 out of Chicago or out the game, period.
I agree.
So that's the goal. And I'm saying we because I always think in team. Like, even though you're doing an interview with me, I'm always thinking about me and my people that help me with these musical processes. So I'm saying we, as in us, as in Musical Genius, as in Ugly Records, as in the team, we're gonna be running Chicago by the end.
Right.
For
and
sure.
you know, Chicago is a big city, you know what I'm saying? So so is there anybody that you would want to do a collab with?
So right now, I really want to collab with producers more than artists, right? So I want to collab with like C6. C6 is from Chicago. C6 is an amazing producer. I love his beats. I feel like his beats fit my style of rap. I would love to do a tape with him. I'm working on the tape with a producer named Sonny Woods right now. I got another tape with a guy named DJ Tay from, I want to say Tay out of Connecticut. Then I'm working on another tape with a producer named Chula 100, and he's from like Broward County, Florida or something, right? So I'm working on collab tapes with producers more so than artists, because I feel like the artist features are gonna come regardless. Like, especially if the song do what it's supposed to do. So I'm really trying to lock in with these producers, because who are around artists more than anybody?
Right.
Producers.
Right.
So they get in the room and say, oh, I'm doing a tape with Polie Da Great. Like, who is that? Oh, let me play some music. I'm like, oh shit, let me jump on this, you know? So I feel like we lock in with these producers. The features, the big name features make their way to us as opposed to us searching for them.
Yeah. So, you know, AK and I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview for the Plugg Magazine that's selling throughout the U.S. state and federal penitentiary system, plugging everybody in with what's hot out here in the streets. So, you know, can you shout out your social media accounts so everybody can go ahead and follow and subscribe?
Yes, I can. So it's everything is Polie Da Great. It's POLIEDA, not THE. We're doing the Ebonic spelling of the, right? So it's POLIEDA Great on all sites. Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you type in Polie Da Great, it's gonna pop up. My website is the same. It's everything, www.everythingpolie.com, right? So it's just Polie Da Great everywhere, on all social media platforms, all the way across the board.
And do you want to send any shout outs to anybody?
Man, shout out to Uncle Corey, who owns this amazing store that we in. He let us, come in here and do our thing. Shout out to my brother Katie Gunkaki. He got me sounding like
shout
Jada
out Katie.
Minimal. Shout out Katie. Shout out my homie Charlie, which is also known as Ugly Ass Trapper.
Oh yeah, shout out Ugly Ass Trapper. I got to meet him at the album release party.
That's
shout
my
out.
dog.
He's actually gonna feature on the last issue too, so everybody gonna know who we talking about.
Yeah, that's my dog. Loyalty, Doughboy, the Boss, man. Just anybody, all of those dudes, I'll probably mention all the time in my interviews, because I'm literally with these dudes on a regular basis. And I believe in them and they believe in me. Also, I want to shout out to AK and free that man, because this is the reason why we even here doing these interviews in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So if you hear this, bro, we need you on these streets, man. Keep fighting and keep giving these people this hot shit in these magazines, because they love it, man.
Yeah. So, like I said, this, is exclusive interview with Polie Da Great, straight from Chicago. Like I said, we appreciate the love and support, and like I said, we're to AKM family now. So, whenever something you got going on, we're going to pull up and show out with y'all,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, AK and I appreciate it.
Y'all ain't
So-
even scared to come to the hood. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't see. Y'all know y'all.
No, I ain't gonna lie, man. We street certified up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. We street certified, so we gonna pull up, and it is what it is. So that's what makes us unique, because we out here for real. You know what I'm saying?
The right way.
So like I said, we appreciate the love and support. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, man. Because you're doing some big things. So
Man,
we
you.
look forward to a lot of your projects. So. Everybody, stay safe, stay dangerous.
Tap in.
Yeah, tap
Right
in. Make
way.
sure y'all like and subscribe, and we out.
Ma'am, thank you.
Free AK, free AK, AKM Publishing.
It's that AKM music, man.
Money on it.
It's going down.